it's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I'll burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I've chased the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. iRacing glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering low. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering low. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen, and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Let me wait for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire is the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. He's trapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive. Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil.
Welcome into the Too Tough to Tame 205. I'm your lead announcer, Chris Golden, alongside Austin Lucky Cansdale, and of course, Tracy Brown pushing all the buttons tonight here with the NSRLA and the SoarDogg Cup Series. This is going to be a good one here. We replaced Coda with Darlington this week, and these guys are ready to roll out here as they're gridding up now. We're going to run through our starting lineup. All right, on the pole, we have Dustin Lewis and Jackson Hatala will be outside pole. Starting third, Evan Janik. Outside of him, Brock Whiteman. Jose Mercado coming in. Great finish last week. Great points finish as well. Outside of him, our own Stephen Luttrell will be starting right there in 6th. Jerry Salidas in 7th. Isaac Brock in 8th. Caleb Jones 9th. And Andretti Robinson. Very famous name, but not a familiar driver here with the SoarDogg Cup Series from my knowledge, but they are rolling out, and Lucky, I'll let you take the rest of them.
Starting 11th in the 44, you got the Travis Gilbert, and on his outside, you got the 92 of Alex Pollock, and 13th, you got the 96 of Andrew Allen, and 14th, you got the 87 of Jason Steptoe, and 15th, you got the 88 of Terrence Preston, and 16th, you got the 93 of Isaac Wilson, and 17th, you got the 13 of Ryan Bittler, and 18th, you got the 95 of Chris. I ain't gonna try pronouncing that last name.
We've decided, well, I say we, I just decided we're going to call him Crispy. That is Chris P. So he is Captain Crispy. Hopefully he doesn't hate it. If he does, too bad. But Too Tough to Tame 205. Guys are getting gritty here. You can see their standings right there. Evan Janik locked in. Jose Mercado locked in. Dustin Lewis locked in. Every other spot on this grid still up for grabs for the chase as they are getting ready to roll here. I believe the green flag is about to come out. Pace car is off. Maybe. Yep, green flag. SoarDogg green flag right there. And we are rolling lap 1 of 150. Jackson Hatala working the high line, the fast line here around Darlington. Slides down in front of Lewis, and that's going to be all she wrote for a little while, as we know how important dirty air is with these next gens. We saw it at Indy in the real race last Sunday, and of course we're seeing it here now already as Jackson Hatala pulls out to about a half-second lead there over Lewis.
Yeah, Darlington's always been a really tough track, especially in the next-gen era, man. These cars, I just don't know if they just don't like this track, but these cars really just don't, in my opinion, race well at this track.
Definitely so. We're seeing Stephen Luttrell sporting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers red tonight. As he's riding around right now. They've been P7.
I was thinking more 49ers, but
I love the Raider gray he incorporated there on the lower rear quarter there. That Raider gray and white stripe down there around the bottom of the car really looks good on that car.
What a really strong start though by Andretti Robinson. He's in P8 already, and he's holding strong.
He really is. He's running up there. I don't know much about San Antonio, Texas, but I have to root for him by law. Whoa, hold on to her, Isaac. Atta babe. Good save.
Man, it's been a really tough stretch for Isaac Brock these last couple of weeks. I don't know if it's the setups or what. It just seems like he just can't get the car rolling early on in the races.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't really liked these things the last few races. I mean, see a new sponsor there with him sporting the Dubby car tonight. Want to give them a good show for sure. We see old Crispy back here out of Girard, Pennsylvania, making his second start with the SoarDogg Cup Series. Just kind of riding around, logging some laps here. We got Wilson and Jones already 1 lap down, and Pollock way back, 21 seconds back to be exact. I wonder if those guys had a little kerfuffle back there.
Knowing Darlington, they more than likely had a little kerfuffle coming off of turn 2.
And so Alex Pollock, 21 seconds back. Wilson and Jones both 1 lap down. Definitely feel like we might have missed something here, guys.
Most definitely.
Yeah, we got a little break here, Tracy. How about we run that back and take a look, see what we can find here on these guys. Showing Alex Pollock slow right there a few laps ago.
Well, I think
maybe
if I'm reading the notes right, Wilson and Jones both had a drive-through penalty from Indy last week.
Aha, that would explain it. That would definitely explain it. Looks like Pollock may have started in the pits as well. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, Wilson and Jones, those drive-through penalties. I'm glad those notes are there. I should probably look at those.
They come in very handy sometimes, especially when you're like me and I don't know what's going on.
Well, I didn't learn my lesson last time. I flew Spirit again. I barely made it here on time. I had to slide down the little emergency slide just to get here on time. And the plane wasn't even landed yet. That was the crazy part.
Man,
Let's
you
go.
need to go to American, man.
I know. That's what they keep telling me, but it's so expensive.
It
They
is.
wanted like tens of dollars to fly here to Darlington.
Tens of dollars, man. First class or economy?
No, that was just broke as hell. They just strap you to the nose of the plane.
Oh, hey, at least you get a cool breeze going through. That's a new Black Diamond car I ain't never seen before. The 44 Gilbert.
Oh, he ain't new. He been here a while. He just missed a couple races.
The ones I ain't been here for.
Yep.
But
Yep,
I'm not-
multi-time winner here in the SoarDogg Cup Series.
Oh, they're getting a
Oh.
little loose off of turn
Little-
4.
Little loosey-goosey back there. Who was that?
That
See,
was
I'm
lightning.
looking- That was Whiteman. The old Chipotle. Got a little beans and rice back here on the wall.
Man,
Almost again.
He's one of the drivers. It seems like he changes his paint scheme every week. That's one thing I miss about old NASCAR. One driver had a set paint scheme, and you knew his car no matter what. Nowadays, drivers switch paint schemes like they change underwear.
Yeah, with sponsor dollars playing such a big role, and now drivers, even in the Cup Series, not most, but a lot of the drivers in the Cup Series even, and every driver from the O'Reilly Series on down actually has to pay for their rides with sponsor dollars. It's become a roulette wheel of sponsors coming in to pay the bill for these drivers to drive these cars. It's no longer, long gone are the days of drivers being paid to drive race cars. Now drivers have to pay teams to drive race cars.
Man, I think that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, if a guy has really good talent, I don't think he should have to pay for his ride.
Yeah,
But what do I know?
Well, think about it. If you were running a business, if you provided a service and they were like, hey, in order to do your service better, you have to pay this guy. Or we've got this guy that's almost as good, but he'll pay you instead.
I think that's kind of a little stupid in my opinion, but
From a racing fan and racer standpoint, I agree. But from a business standpoint, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I would turn it down. Because if I was one of the race teams and my options were this guy that could go out and win a lot of races but had no money, or this guy that would win half the races and pay me to drive the car, I'm taking the guy that's going to pay me because the winner's purses don't even pay the bills.
that's kind of crazy.
You can win every single race and not even.
Oh, Whiteman and back in the wall.
Oh no, he just came off of pit road. I think somebody was on pit road a little bit ago. It was Chris P was on pit road. Those cars look a lot alike tonight.
Man, that poor Chipotle is getting the black stripe pretty early here.
Getting a burrito beat out of it.
Yeah, you gonna get the beans out of his system.
Yeah.
What about the strong run by Robinson though? He's sitting in P6, looking strong.
I like that car too. I'm loving the colors. Tracy, let's try to get a zoom. Yeah, Godzilla. The old Godzilla car. I'm liking that, dude. That's a good looking car.
I've never seen a Godzilla car. That's a nice looking car. Hey, he's from San Antonio, Texas. Trace or Chris?
Yeah. I gotta root for him by default. I don't have a choice. It's kind of illegal if I don't. It's Texas law.
He's making a lot of time on Whiteman there. Whiteman don't seem like he's too happy with his car right now.
Yeah, for sure. Jackson Natala still leading this thing way out front, just kind of cruising along, holding old Evan Janik at bay. As I look through the field here, the 33, our pole sitter of Lewis, has fallen all the way back to 11th. So Whiteman's not the only one that's not happy with this race car.
No, but he's been slowly clawing his way back up there. He's slowly been gaining on Isaac Brock here.
Some guys just like painting cars. Yep. Old Dave Woe. Some guys just like painting cars.
Some people do. What kind of beverages you got in the cooler, Dave? I know you got that cooler. I know you bribed some of the security guys.
At Darlington, they actually let you bring your cooler in. You just have to pay a cooler charge. It's like 20 bucks.
See, the thing is, over here at Bristol, you can bring a cooler in, but it's got to be one of them clear coolers. It can't be a damn hard cooler. It's got to be one of them clear, soft ones. Kind of stupid in my opinion, but
It's like, heck, you want to see in there? Just open the lid. It's a cooler.
yeah. You know what? I'm surprised. Usually, when you think of Darlington, you think of throwback night. Usually you do. I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 throwback cars. As we see a Kevin Harvick car.
Yeah, I think I've seen one, and that's the Harvick car. Well, and you can see kind of looks similar to the Matt Kenseth car from the old helmet toss at Bristol. Looks like it is Janik possibly running the old. Looks a little bit like the Matt Kenseth throwback from way back in the day. Same kind of that green and white scheme. I don't know. Maybe that's a reach. I'm just kind of looking through the field trying to see something.
Is that a Rusty Wallace car I seen? I think it was the '92 Apollo. It's one of the Tide cars. I can't remember if it's
DW.
DW. Well, I don't know why I say Rusty Wallace. What the? Yeah, I sound stupid. It's a good looking paint scheme.
Yeah.
Who was the one that drove the 32 Tide machine back in the day? That had the
Ricky Craven.
Ricky Craven. That's who it was.
Yeah, because Rudd drove it when it was the 10 for Hendrick.
I remember I don't remember the days, but I remember seeing all the highlights of him and Kurt Busch getting into it.
Yep, Ricky Craven here at Darlington. That was 2003 when him and Kurt Busch came down to the line for, at the time, the closest finish in history, which is now the 3rd closest finish in history. Crazy to think when he won the race by just the kick out on the front of that Pontiac to being 3rd closest finish.
Yeah, but it took years and years and years, decades actually, for that finish to be broke. I'm pretty sure, right?
Talladega, 3 wide finish. Johnson, Gordon, Boyer. Gordon 3rd, Johnson and Boyer across the line at Talladega. That was the car of tomorrow, so sometime between 5 and 9. 2005, 2009, and then the current closest in history, of course, the Chris Buescher and
Kyle Larson at Kansas.
Yep, exactly. That is the current. They finished 0.000 for the first time in history. Got some race details. There you go, guys. 150 laps, 196 miles. Have a stage at lap 45 and at 90. 4 sets of tires in the pits, unlimited green, white checkers, and of course, no fast repairs, just like always here in the SoarDogg Cup Series. These guys kind of chugging and lugging along. 18 cars started this race tonight. Oh, hard contact for Evan Janik. You don't see that very often.
A lot of guys getting that Darlington stripe pretty early on in this race. 60 being one of them. Now the 6 of Mercado I see just got him in the wall there.
It's like one thing we're not supposed to talk about as commentators. It's the unwritten rule of commentating is car count. I mean, we have I guess a lot of the guys are scared of this place. We do have a few, not a ton, but a couple fewer cars than normal here with the SoarDogg Cup Series tonight. And we just had one more drop out as we've lost Chris P. 17 laps down currently. He has fallen off pace and into the pits. Tough break there as Pollock goes a lap down. Back there joining Jones and Wilson. These guys just praying for a caution. Jones got to be dejected now, knowing that Pollock went a lap down and Jones no longer has the lucky dog. And the 96 goes around and there's the yellow. Pollock will get his lap back. What a kick in the teeth for Jones, who, had that caution come out one lap earlier, would have gotten the lucky dog. But as it stands, Alex Pollock will be your lucky dog as the 96 goes around to bring out the caution here.
Oh,
Terrence Preston, the 88. Yeah, 2 self spins here. The 88 looks like it's going to be the cause of the caution, not the 96.
Man, I hate to gripe on your boy a little bit of Terrence Preston, but that number placement on that Good Wrench car is just, they should have moved it back. It's just it's not working right. Not sitting well in the brain.
Yep, that's this old next gen car. What are you gonna do? We see Andrew Allen. Does he get a little wall contact? He does. He sees Terrence spin, gets up into the wall, and then he spins.
I guess they don't joke around when this place is too tough to tame.
Yep. I believe Evan Janik might take the lead here. He does. Jackson Hatala, I believe, has pitted. Aha, there he is.
So did Mercado did, and I think Robinson did as well.
Yeah, we had 6 cars, 6 stay out, looks like. Maybe a couple others. Janet Gilbert Whiteman, world's biggest Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, Stephen Luttrell, Jerry Salidas, Depto. It's like all of them stayed out right there. You can see Hatala, first one off of pit road. So we had 6 cars stay out.
That was kind of a bad place for a caution too, because in 15 laps the stage brake was going to come out. So it kind of messes with everybody's strategy here. So if I was in this race, I think I would have stayed out and kept that extra set of tires for later in the race.
Yeah. Well, they may not have taken tires either. I didn't watch Jackson Hatala's pit stop. He was the first off of pit road. So I didn't see a stop. I didn't see if he took 2, 4, or none here. But it would be a good opportunity to not only flip the stage, but also win the stage. Because since only 6 stayed out, you come out P7 with fresh tires, you can pretty easily get back to the front of this thing, win the stage, and then flip it and stay out and short pit on the next one. Might have actually been perfect strategy for these guys.
Yeah, but it's so hard to pass with the dirty air in this car. They might be able to do it with the fresh tires. It is Darlington, so dirty air it plays a factor, but I don't know if it's going to pay that much of a factor.
Yeah, you're right. It really depends. I mean, these guys have been bouncing off the wall a lot. So who knows how much they've really, it's going to come down to how much they've eat their tires up out here. And if they've really, really worn them hard, then yeah, the guys that pitted will have an advantage. But if not, yeah, dirty air is going to be the decider here for sure. I like your take on that. That was awesome.
I've been catching up a little bit on the NASCAR.
But we are back green. SoarDogg green flag. Big jump for Evan Janik with his teammate Gilbert on his outside. Stephen Luttrell falling in behind Gilbert. 41 of Whiteman up top. Luttrell throttling in hard right there into turn 2 down the back straightaway. getting dicey back there. Lap car of Jones trying to find some room. The old Jeremy Mayfield throwback. Oh, he's got a bump from Allen. He's saved it.
Save it.
Atta,
What
baby.
a save.
Andrew Allen giving Jones a bump there. Says, hey, man, you're a lap down. Get out of my way. I am a lead lap car. Move it. And just gave him a little bumper there. Just happened to do it at a terrible time.
Looks like the 33 of Dustin Lewis in the wall. Oh,
Yeah,
63.
Oh, again. 63, not 87. Step toe Salinas. Lewis, Salinas around. Oh, don't come down. Don't come down. Don't come down. Oh, 93 and 12.
Man. Oh,
Caleb
poor Jones.
Isaac Wilson, Jerry Salinas. We don't have to speculate on that one. That is a three-way day ender.
Most definitely. Man, I feel sorry for Jones. It seems like ever since I've joined, that man has had the luck of Connor Zillage. He's been caught up in every wreck.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. They just absolutely just fell right into his lap right there. See right here is the 96 gives him a bump and just kind of moves him up out of the way. And then see, it started up there with a 67 of Jackson, or of I'm sorry,
63 of
Jerry Salinas. Yeah, sorry. Right there, Salinas gets into the wall. Did he have some help from Brock?
I think he did.
Can we get a different angle on that, Tracy? So we can get a better angle. A 97.
I don't think Salinas was thinking Brock was going to go for the 3 wide going into turn 3 and 4.
Oh. Well, it looked like Salinas just lifted and Brock wasn't anticipating that early lift because that was a quick check up there by the 63 of Salinas. I mean, going in on the bottom 2 wide, he had to lift early. I kind of feel like if Brock hadn't got into the 63, I don't think Brock would have made that turn either, which he didn't. Even after contact with the 63, Brock gets into the wall. So we love Brock here. So I don't want him to think that we're dogging on him at all. But I think that might have been is something we all do, just a misjudge on entry right there. Because even after Brock gets into the 63, he hits the wall.
From a driver's point of from being on iRacing and all this. From my point of view, I think Brock when he went to go look inside of Salinas, I think he might have just missed his marker to let off the gas, and he just overshot the corner, and it just caused a big old kerfuffle.
Yep, just a little bit. I mean, here at Darlington, it's such a narrow groove. If you miss it even a little, it's going to just compound everything. And it was just a little bit, it almost looked like he kind of looked to the inside, and when he peeked out, he's like, oh, God, the corner's right there, which I've done that to myself a lot of times.
Very
but
common
tell you what,
here at Darlington.
Let's not bother speculating. Tracy, can we drag the 97 of Isaac Brock in here and have a quick word if he's still in the session? Isaac, Chris, and Lucky, and what I want to call you, Terry, Tracy, in the booth. Man, what we were kind of in here speculating. What happened right there?
He just kind of blocked me into the corner, and I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't have enough time to check up.
That's what it looked like. It almost looked like you kind of peeked inside, and it was like, oh God, the corner's right there.
Yeah, it's kind of just a mess up all around, I feel like.
Heck yeah. Sounds good, buddy. We'll let you get back to it. We just didn't want to speculate too much without talking to the guy involved.
All right, thank you.
You bet, buddy. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Isaac Brock here restarting P6. In a gaggle of cars here, the 2 W guys, the 9 and the 97, Jackson Hatala and Isaac Brock rolling the top side around Stephen Luttrell and the 09 of Robinson, newcomer here.
I just noticed something. Isaac Brock is from Corbin, Kentucky. You know what Fun fact about me, that's where my mama's from. That's where she lives.
I bet he knows your mama. It's Kentucky. They all know each other.
Oh, probably. They probably do.
Well, I mean, heck, he might be your cousin. It is Kentucky. They're all related.
I'm not from Kentucky. This is my mama, okay?
Oh, well, I say he might be your cousin. I mean,
No.
heck, it's like Texas. Everybody in Texas knows. Everybody in Texas is related to everybody else in Texas. We all cousins.
We all cousins. Don't say it like that. Oh, man. Man, I think I just had a tally counter. I think I just seen 6 cars hit the wall off of 2.
Man, that's half the field. We only got 13 cars left.
Hey, now, but you can't be calling. I just knocked around.
Hold on to it. Keep it. Lock it down. No.
Better use code Brock at Dubby.
Better use code check his drawers. What a save, though. Look at that thing just sit there. What a save.
That's
I got too excited. I just spit all over myself. I don't even care. That was exciting.
That man put that foot right down on that brake pedal and locked it up. I was like, he almost won the race there. He's like, heck yeah.
It's like, uh-oh, I better get it locked down. Chris and Tracy are going to judge my burnout.
Look how wide his eyes get here. He's like, hey, we going to go through. Oh!
Look at that nerve. Look at no change in demeanor. Just, oh, well, I'm spinning. Let me go. Just nerves of steel here. No reaction whatsoever to spinning out the car. Isaac Brock, nerves of steel. Oh, no. Okay. Cool. Well, didn't expect that, but I didn't mean to say, oh, no, there. But oh, yay. Cool. We missed some action, but it's coming down to the wire here for the stage. Like 3 to go to the stage.
Oh, Robinson in P3 here.
Yeah, made
He's
his way
slowly
up.
working his way up.
Oh, Pollock to the inside, way to the inside. Gathers it up and comes back in.
He's slowly reeling in these front 2. And then 2 more drivers in the turn 2 exit.
Yeah, Ryan Bittler doing what Ryan Bittler does, gaining positions by attrition. He is not going to race until the last 15 to 20 laps. He is going to ride and let the field thin out. And then the last restart is when he decides to take off. So all he has to do is survive until then. That's the old Bittler strategy, is survive and then race. He's a long game kind of guy. Oh, what we got? What we got? Somebody's around. Oh yeah, I always forget about those.
You're such an old school. You're so old school.
I am. I still drink Diet Pepsi.
Diet Pepsi? What?
Yeah. Stage point recipients. Hold on. Stage point recipients first. Evan Janik, Travis Gilbert, Andretti Robinson, Jackson Atala, Brock Whiteman, Allen, Luttrell, Lewis, Mercado, and Pollock are your top 10. But yes, Diet Pepsi.
I bet you was a Crystal Pepsi kind of guy when it was out.
Never had it. I wasn't old enough. I barely even remember Crystal Pepsi.
I wasn't even born yet.
Say when Crystal Pepsi came out, I was drinking Dr. Thunder because it was cheap.
It's still cheap-ish.
I remember my grandma would buy. They had all these different sodas, and they were all the same brand. They were all just the same thing. It was like Rocky Top. They had Rocky Top Cola, and then Rocky Top Root Beer, and Rocky Top Grape Soda. It was just Rocky Top, and it was like $3 for a 24-pack. That was my drinks. They had Dr. Topper it was like Rocky Top Dr. Topper. It was insane.
Dr. Topper. I ain't heard that one in a minute.
that's that stuff that I grew up on. Only time we ever got hamburgers was when Sonic had on Tuesday nights. Sonic had their $1 cheeseburgers. So my grandma would go get us a bag of them.
Sounds like something from Joe Dirt.
Well, heck, she'd go to 6 different grocery stores. She spent $100 in gas to save 30 cents of coupons.
Hey, man, them coupons come in handy every once in a while now.
She's like, well, I get my milk over here at Kroger, and I get bread over here at Brookshire's, and I go over here and I was like, well, why don't you just get everything at one store? And the money you're saving goes to gas.
Penny pitchers, man, penny pitchers. I do the same thing at Sam's Club. I look for the better deal. I'm like,
That's why they always have to pinch pennies, though, because they don't ever do the math of where their money's being wasted, because they're all too busy looking at the pennies instead of counting the dollars.
Well, true. Man, what an interesting front row restart here. You got Robertson and Allen on your front row here.
Yeah, did neither of those guys pit for the stage break?
They flipped the stage.
That's right. They did. Robinson and Allen. Allen, after his little spin earlier. Robinson, newcomer. Tell you what, the newcomers of this series have really been flexing some muscle around here this last half of the season here.
I think Andretti's trying to bring some Andretti luck to that name there.
He has control here in the restart zone. Oh, we got a blinker. He's back. And there's a SoarDogg green flag. Robinson with a big jump. Gilbert trying to follow suit as the Dubbies fall in behind in 4th and 5th. The Dubby-namic duo back there, 4th and 5th. Brock and Hatala. Gilbert, too wide. Don't do it. AZ.
Look at the old Tampa Bay car back there trying to pick his poison.
Yep, trying to decide if he wants to go high or stay low. Whew, careful there, Steven. You're gonna scrape Steven's scraping the Raider Nation off the quarter panel. Oh, the 97 around off the nose of Gilbert.
Save it. Oh, it's going bad.
Oh, there goes step toe.
He stepped on his toe.
Wow.
They stayed green? No caution?
We are still, that's something. We're going to have to go back and look at that anyway. Let's take a look at Gilbert and Brock incident there while these guys are still kind of strung out. Did Brock just come across his nose, or did Gilbert just decide, okay, you're getting sent, buddy?
Well, I think what happened here is Brock hit the wall off of 2. And I think they were going for the same piece of real estate. I think Brock thought he was clear to go down low, and Gilbert's nose was just there, and it just sent him around.
Yeah, see, I'm watching the left side of Brock's car. I'm trying to see how relative it is to the lines on the racetrack. You guys can see the seams there on the track. And it looks like Brock came down just a hair to set up his entry. And when he came down to set up his entry, Gilbert moved up to set up his entry, and they were just going for the same line, but they were on 2 different sides of that line. Oh, Jason.
Now, in your perspective, you was in his shoes. When do you start saying, "Oh crap, this is going to hurt"?
If we can kind of scan through the field here, make sure we're still good. Let's go back and take one more look at it, and I can give you a better example of when I would have been on the what my brain would be telling me to do separately if we can get a good example of that with step toe. Yeah, let's go back to step toes onboard, and I will kind of give a walkthrough of how I would have pursued this. So right there, run it back a little bit more. Okay, so go ahead and hit play here. So I see him spinning. As soon as his car turns to the right there, I'm on the brakes and turning dead left. As soon as I see his car rotate back to the right, I'm on the brakes way to the bottom of the racetrack. Because you can always escape to the bottom. You can only escape so far up top because there's a wall up there. So right as we go slow here, right there. When I see the car is rotated back up, I'm on the brakes and dead left. I'm 4 car lengths below Evan Janik at that point. But that's just natural instinct to go to the wide side of the track. It's one of those deals. Just they probably thought he was. I mean, because with Brock, he was able to keep the car down the last couple spins. He was able to stay down to the bottom of the track. So I think Jason was just hoping he would stay down there and just. It's a gamble. So with it being a gamble, that's how it plays out. Sometimes you win, sometimes the house wins. Well, the house definitely won right there. David Brassfield says he needs to know who your memo is.
You ain't gonna know who my memo is. But while we was analyzing that incident, I think Alan got some right front damage. He just fell from 2nd all the way down to 8th, it looks like.
I am with Dave Woe on this one. How are those last 2 incidents not cautions? That was pretty crazy.
I think we're gonna have to get with a tower here and be like, hey, why not throw the caution there?
Yeah. Well, Steptoe's still in the lead lap somehow, limping this thing around here.
I think Brian Vance Jr. was up there sleeping.
Yeah, Steptoe limping her on around here. Driver out of Roanoke, Virginia, just trying to nab some points here, stay on the lead lap as long as possible as the leader is on his tail. Currently P12, last car on the lead lap, last car on the track, actually. Every car that's running currently is on the lead lap. Brock obviously pulled off, may have called it quits. Haven't seen if he's in the pit or if disconnected yet. But Brock 9 laps down. So every car on the speedway is on the lead lap until the next corner, if I had to guess.
I don't want to bring the commentators bad luck, but I think I've seen every car hit the wall besides one. And he's leading the race right now. And I don't see a single scratch on that car.
Yep.
What about Alex Pollock, though, making a rebound? Started in the pits, now he's sitting in P6, working on the P5.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got that lucky dog, that first caution, got him back on the lead lap. I mean, we see what happened to the 2 guys that didn't get the lucky dog, Jones in P17 and Wilson, P16. So both out of the race. So you can see how important those lucky dogs are, especially early on. Chris P, 51 laps down currently. Alex up into the wall.
Commentator curse.
Yep. We got the leader of the Red Raider Nation up there, Stephen Luttrell in P4, rolling right along. Right up behind Steptoe, getting around the lap car of Jason Steptoe. Maybe not, falling in line. There he goes, gets on by. Tough spot to pass there. Whiteman get a great run.
What happened between the 44 and the 9? Oh, more drivers in the wall. Gilbert was only an 8/10 of a second behind our first play. Now he's in 3rd, 3 seconds back. I wonder if he clacked the wall again.
I did hear some tires squeal earlier. He might have got loose when you were watching some of the other guys. Got a little squirrely back there, if I had to guess, but Stephen Luttrell right on the diffuser of the 41 of Whiteman as they go off into 3 and 4.
Let's bring in some real racing. What did you think of the Indy race of Sunday? if you even watched it.
I watched bits and pieces. It in no way, shape, or form should air be able to outdo new tires. And we saw it at Bristol with Ty Gibbs. Even at a track like Bristol, where aero's not a huge factor, he was able to air block with over 100 lap old tires to hold off the leaders with fresh tires. That should not be something that happens, especially at a track as abrasive as Indy. You should not have old tires defeating new tires at Indy. Just specifically because of air, because you could see that Logano and Bell were both astronomically faster than Corey Heim, which I do love the storyline. I love the storyline. They played the cards. They did what they could and ended up winning it. But I don't like that that's how they had to play the strategy.
I have to agree there because, well, I'm a big host of our fan, and he had the fastest car I thought all race. But once he got in the dirty air, his car just every time you get in a 10th or 2/10 of behind somebody, the car would just go to crap. Can't make a pass. Can't do nothing.
Yeah. Now I will say Corey Heim did have the fastest lap, but it wasn't anywhere around the end of the race. So towards the end, definitely it was more air than anything else that gave him that win. But that's the cards we were dealt. I'm not a fan of this car, but it's what we have, and we have to learn the strategy behind it, and that's what it boils down to. As Pollock gets into Luttrell, puts him in the wall, going out of the corner. Everybody seems to be okay. Oh, Pollock hard into the wall again.
Darlington Stripe is getting its work in the dank. It's on every call.
Yeah, it's not even a stripe anymore. It's more like a bruise now. We have 11 cars left on the lead lap. Last one, Ryan Bittler, P11. One car on the track, a lap down, just hoping for a caution to get that lap back. Jason Steptoe involved in that last incident. But Lake Winola, Pennsylvania's Ryan Bittler sitting in P11, about to go a lap down if he isn't careful.
What about Robinson here? He's almost a 2-second lead over Hatala here. He's been holding really strong all night.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a teammate to the 88 of Preston, both of which out of San Antonio, Texas, and both racing for SAC, I believe. As well as, if I remember right, Isaac Brock as well races for SAC. I cannot remember how many. There's quite a few of those guys. Terrence is Smell Speed. That's right. There are a couple of SAC guys, but I cannot remember all of them. Because we've been able to talk to them a few times before. But yeah, he's kind of running away with this one. Out to a 2-second lead right now.
He's just putting them down, man. He's just hitting his marks every time.
Here we see Evan Janik back here, P5.
What about old Lewis, though? He's had a quiet night tonight.
Lewis has had a survival night. He started on the pole, fell back, 14, 15 there early on, we were talking about earlier. Haven't really talked about him much tonight. Haven't really seen much. Nothing against him whatsoever. Nothing negative. It seems like he hasn't had the car tonight to be able to pass anybody. He's just kind of been riding around. Just kind of gaining positions by attrition, running the old Bittler strategy. But, I mean, he is already locked into the chase, so he doesn't have to try too hard here. I mean, we did show pre-race. We do have three. Evan Janik, Jose Mercado, and Dustin Lewis are all locked into the chase already. So they are essentially just racing for bragging rights and a better point standing once they go into the chase at this point. As you can see, Janik not pushing the issue very hard either, running P4, Mercado P6. Just kind of cruising along, everybody running their own race, not really pushing the issue here. Glitch there, we got a little freeze. And we're back. A little fuzzy, but we are back.
I think Fox Sports is trying to hack into Lidfoot.
Of course they are. Trying to learn how to do a good production.
You know what I'm really excited for? I'm really excited to see what these cars are going to do with the Daytona, what they did with the car. They gave it less horsepower and shortened the spoiler.
Huh. Probably handle more like Atlanta, where the car's a lot looser. Oh, let's see here. Robinson still 2.3 now. He stretched it out 2.2, 2.3 lead over Jackson Hatala. And he is on the tail of Ryan Bittler, about to put him a lap down. He is on Bittler, and that's what Jason Steptoe did not want to see. Steptoe did not want to see Bittler go a lap down because that will remove him from the lucky dog position.
Bittler just got to hold on for 10 more laps and it'll be a stage.
Yeah, but he is a second and a half from going a lap down. I don't know how long he can hold him off.
That's what I see Mercado here trying to work on Whiteman here. See if he can get around him. Maybe use some of that dirty air to get around him, push that car around, get it loose.
Yep, Mercado running the low line, Whiteman up top. They're just kind of coming together on exit as Evan Janik starting to pull away from him.
Pretty quiet here in the second stage. Not a lot of action.
Ooh, Whiteman gets the wall a little bit there. Yep, there goes Bittler. Bittler now one lap down as the leader sets his sights on Andrew Allen, the 96. That will effectively remove Jason Steptoe from the lucky dog position. He's about to go 2 laps down here.
Still dealing with that front end damage. Oh, we got Taylor Swift in the chat.
Oh no, that's Taylor, not so Swift. That's Dave Woe.
Oh. He had a couple too many, so he started playing around with makeup.
Oh no, now we got 2. Now we got 2 of them.
Oh, I hear a tire screeching.
As do I. Andrew Allen, 96. Lap down. That will effectively remove Ryan Bittler from the lucky dog position. Bittler's only hope now is to catch the 96 of Allen.
Look at Gilbert trying to make a pass on Atala here.
He's on him. I don't know if he'll be able to make the pass unless they get up. He can use Steptoe as a pick. Atala, if he didn't keep it out of the wall, he won't have any trouble getting by him. Gilbert doing a little sweep. Yeah, he's trying to sweep across the back of that car.
Wonder if Gilbert's going to pull out a line here.
I think he'll give him a little bit of a bump before he decides to try to go in too wide. I think the better strategy here for Darlington is to race it almost like a short track, do a little bit of the bump and run rather than try to go in and race side by side.
Oh no, Justin Lewis is about to go a lap down.
Oh, he is. He is a lap down. As of right now, there he goes. Yep, Dustin Lewis just on cruise control tonight. As is Andretti Robinson, except the different end of the spectrum there. He's on cruise control out front. 3-second lead now over Jackson Atala.
That car just looks so good.
He is definitely living up to that Andretti name. His namesake that he was given his first name after, Andretti. Except this ain't a Ferrari. What is he driving? A Ford? I drew a blank for a second.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford instead of Ferrari. He must have watched the movie.
I think that is probably the best race. Oh, and as Allen gets in the wall. Go back to what I was saying. I think Ford versus Ferrari is the best racing movie ever made.
It is
even better than Days of Thunder.
Oh, blasphemy!
Talladega Nights. It's more of a comedy movie, not really a racing movie.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody try to shift at Charlotte to pass somebody. Just saying.
The most quotable thing though from that movie is when he spins it around and goes in reverse, and he's sitting beside Jamie McMurray. And he's like, "Hey Jamie, I got something really nice for you. Got it at Target."
It's on sale. Yep. As we now have 8 cars on the lead lap. This one's going to be a long one, fellas. 8 cars on the lead lap. Almost half the race to go. We're coming to 61 to go here. So 2/3 of the race done. Going to be it's going to be a very long one with 8 cars on the lead lap. This is the white flag for the stage, the end of stage 2. Allen, Bittler, and Lewis all 1 lap down, fighting for that lucky dog. Bittler is on Allen. If Bittler can get by Allen here, he will be the lucky dog. These guys are fighting coming to this stage. Can Bittler get by him for the lucky dog? Give him up. Bump him. Come on. Do it. Oh, Andrew Allen gets the lucky dog.
What a race.
That was the lucky dog, right? Am I crazy?
That should have been stage. Unless we was lied to. I think race control fell asleep. Someone call Brian Frank.
150.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there's our caution for the stage. Odd set of circumstances there. But yeah, Robinson 4 seconds ahead of Jackson Hatala there at the stage. So your stage points recipients: Robinson, Hatala, Gilbert, Janik, Whiteman, Mercado, Luttrell, Pollock, Allen, and Bittler all receive stage points here. And as these guys come down for their probably final pit stops or close to it, they may have one more stop to get to the end. It is almost 60 laps now, over 50 for sure. We're going to step away for a second here, take a short break, and we will be right back to bring you back to green here with the SoarDogg Cup Series Too Tough to Tame 205 on Leadfoot TV. Stay with us. Welcome back to Leadfoot TV in the Too Tough to Tame 205, and we are green again in the SoarDogg Cup Series. All 9 cars on the lead lap here. As we take off, Jackson Hatala jumps out to the lead in front of Robinson. Evan Janik and Gilbert settle in 3rd and 4th. Just kind of cruising through the pack here. Bittler did not get that lucky dog. He is still 1 lap down. Kind of watching these guys through the field here.
And you got the 9 and the 09 racing each other for first place. Man, what a sight.
Yeah.
Oh, Robinson's looking on the inside of Hatala, going into turn 3 and 4. He's going to have the run here. He's going to slide him up the track. He's
Ooh, they're getting close.
Pinch him off the corner. Still side by side coming down the front stretch. Atala's going to have the preferred line going into 1 and 2. A little contact. A little trading paint there. Janik looking inside. 3 wide going into 3 and 4.
Oh, I hope not. Almost 4 wide. These guys are getting bunched up over there.
They're getting dicey. It's getting almost to that time to dig, man.
Almost.
Oh, Robinson got clear of Hatala going into 1 and 2. Gilbert going to slide up. Looks like he might get clear of the 9. 9 got loose. Atala's falling back. Janik made the pass. Atala going for the crossover on Janik. He's not going to be able to get there.
Lucky, I'm going to leave this in your hands here for just a few minutes. I will be right back.
I'll do the best I can. Your current running order right now is Robinson, Gilbert, Janik, Hatala, Whiteman, Luttrell, Mercado, Pollock, Allen, and Bittler. Got a battle for 3rd and 4th here between Hatala and Janik. Luttrell looking on the inside of Whiteman.
Yeah, I tell you what, Lucky, we got one heck of a doggone battle up here for this lead, man. Robinson and Gilbert are absolutely going after it.
Oh, most definitely. Gilbert is trying everything, but Robinson's watching that rearview mirror like a hawk, trying to keep him behind him.
This may be the chance or the opportunity that Gilbert is looking for to be able to pass Robinson, because he's been so strong tonight. You know, and I do know that clean air makes a huge difference on these cars. So I'm assuming that once you get out front, you do have an advantage. So Gilbert may be kind of using this car up a little bit, just trying to get around Robinson. But
got loose.
Yep. Might have taken it a little bit too far.
He got loose. I think the dirty air, the 09, got the front end a little loose there. He only lost 2 spots, but that's a lot here at Darlington, as Janik's going to try running down their leader, Robinson.
Now this could end up shaping up to be a classic battle here, or I don't know what you call it. What's the word? Iconic battle or something, because, you know, Janik leads the league, I'm pretty sure, in wins. I think he's got 6 wins. So obviously he knows how to drive this car, as we see Robinson blink out just for a moment.
Yeah, but Robertson's looking really good tonight. He's had a really strong car, especially when he got the lead. He stretched the lead out to almost 4 seconds before the stage break. So maybe Janik can maybe get up there and maybe challenge him a little bit. But it's going to take a lot to get that car up there.
Yeah, especially coming up behind him in dirty air as well.
As Gilbert's starting to close the gap in on Atala here, maybe he can gain that spot back. As the car is in the wall, don't know who it was. Someone's getting the Darlington stripe again.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was either. I did hear the classic sound of doors crunching up against the wall there. Rubber sliding down there, leaving a black streak.
Janik is slowly reeling in Robertson. He was 0.8 of a second back. Now he's brought it underneath 6. He's slowly but surely gaining on him. But Robinson's so good off of 3 and 4, and Yannick's so good in 1 and 2. There depends on where you want to be stronger at. It seems like Robinson's getting a little tight though off of exit and 2.
Yeah, it's going to work out to be well, I hope it's a close battle anyway, you know, just from a fan's point of view here. But, you know, I want to give him credit, too. Show up here. This is his first race tonight, I do believe. And to come in here and put it on, you know, or lead this many laps. I mean, that's a pretty awesome feat here with the talent level that's in this league.
We've had a bunch of drivers, though, that come in and start 1 or 2 races and win. You got the guy, I don't remember his name off the top of my head, that won Indianapolis. He's 2 for 2. 2 starts, 2 wins. Now you have Robinson. He's first start, looking to get his first win. I mean, it's a record going right here. I've never seen so many newcomers come in and win their first race.
Yeah, I think that was Gavin Henson, I think was his name.
That sounds about right.
As you see, Gilbert right now making a move on Atala. Trying to get underneath him, not able to hold it. Gets into the wall again.
Gilbert just gets there he gets there on the entry, but it seems like his car just gets too tight on the exit and just can't get the car to come off the corner. As we see Atala getting the wall there, Gilbert's going to get a run going into 3 and 4. See if he might use that bumper. No, ooh. The 9 goes down low. That's going to really upset the air on the front of the car. The 44.
Oh,
as Gilbert goes high.
Yeah, and Atala gets loose. I tell you, that was pretty close. I thought there, Austin, to him actually putting a bumper to him. I mean, maybe he didn't, but it seemed like he was getting in position to do it anyway.
He definitely was. Gilbert's got a strong car. He was probably getting ready to use it. He's probably going to wait another turn or 2 to see what Atala is going to do. And Atala looks like he just got loose off of 4, and Gilbert finally got past him. Now he's going to hunt down his teammate, Janik, see if he can hunt him down. About 7/10 separate second and third.
Yeah, because slowly but surely, Andretti Robinson is pulling away from Evan Janik.
Slowly but surely, but it looks like Robinson might be dealing with a lap car, I think. Oh, no, that's Janik. He's coming up on Allen here. Allen's off the pace. He's back down to 1 lap down. First car on the lap down. Hopefully Janik can make quick work of Allen here, looking low. That really messed up the momentum of the 60 of Janik. Robinson stretched the lead out to about a second. Gilbert's closed that gap in, though, on Janik. He's about 0.3 back. And still closing. Only 8 cars on the lead lap here at Darlington. Looks like a classic Darlington race. Not very many cars on the lead lap. It seems like Gilbert's car just turns a lot better on exit than Janik's car does, as Atala's working around the 96 of Allen.
Yeah, I mean, Gilbert has made up a right good little distance here on Evan Janik. It's getting ready to close right into him. These guys are teammates, so I'm not sure if Janik will cut him a little slack and give him a chance to see what he can do with Robinson.
If it came down to it, I think he would. But knowing Janik, really knowing Janik, but he's probably going to want to fight for every point he can to keep a good points lead on Mercado here, because Mercado's only 3 spots back.
That's a good point. Oh, I thought I saw Janik come off the corner kind of low about the time I switched the camera.
Don't worry, guys. I've returned.
There he is.
Crisis averted.
Crisis averted. Well, we ain't missed much. Just the 09 just pulling a steady gap on Janik here.
Janik and his teammate Gilbert, I see.
Yeah, I think the closest battle on track right now is between Pollock and Luttrell for P7.
Yeah, looks like it. Luttrell kind of trying to work him over there. Trying to get a little bit of that tide, wash some of that ugly red off of there.
Go back to that old Cleveland brown, huh? Or orange, I should say. Oh!
If we wash that red off, all that's left is that Raider Nation gray and black underneath.
Man, Allen back in the wall again.
Yeah, still already a lap down. What did I miss with Ryan Bittler?
I don't know. I think he just pulled it off track and just called it a night. He saw where Allen just got ahead of him, and I think he just parked it. But I might be wrong.
Yep, sounds like probably called it a night. 8 cars still in the lead lap here. Luttrell, last car in the lead lap. Him and Pollock fighting over second to last. Back there, 7th and 8th.
Kind of reminds me of the story, going back to the Bittler situation. Kind of reminds me of the story between Harvick and Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart was driving for Harvick one of his races. And Tony Stewart pulled off the track and said, "I ain't driving this piece of crap no more."
Yep. That's how I feel every time I'm driving one of these next-gen cars.
I want to know what was going through the NASCAR body when they came up with this car after having such. I wouldn't say the Gen 6 was. Well, in the beginning years of the Gen 6, it had a rocky start, and then later on they finally got the tweaks fixed and it became really good racing. I don't know where they came up with this Gen 7 car.
Well, the problem is they did lots of different things to the cars to effectively, the goal was to slow them down. They wanted to slow down all the cars and basically even the playing field. They wanted to slow down the fast guys. And had it not been for this next-gen car, Spire, Trackhouse, neither of those teams would have existed longer than one season, because they happened to come in right at the time that the next gen reared its head and decided to go full time. I mean, Spire was around a little bit before, but they decided to go full time the same year that the next gen came out. If they don't go full time if they go full time any other year, they don't exist, because that first year gave all these smaller teams an even playing field with the bigger guys and allowed them to flourish. And that's why we saw so many wins from Trackhouse. But the design of these cars was designed to slow them down and create closer racing. But what they essentially did is they took aero completely out of it and just made a big giant brick that doesn't cut through the air; it just pushes a hole. So they accomplished what they meant to accomplish, but I think they may have accomplished it too well.
Yeah, I miss the days of where it came down to the teams and the engineering. That's what made racing, because you had to work in the gray area. And now it's just, if your car does not match every other car in the field, it's illegal. Where's the fun in that?
Well, a lot of people would argue that it makes it more about driver, less about money.
I mean, you could argue that, as we see Gilbert take over second place from Janik, but it's racing. It's you go back to the early 40s, everybody was doing their different things. They were doing something different to make their car better.
Right. But from the other end of the spectrum, back in the 40s, they didn't have the technology that we have now. The problem now is that there's so much more available than there was back then, that gap, if you have enough money, I mean, you can spend $1 million versus somebody else spending $100,000, and it's going to make a difference. Back then, there wasn't that much of a gap in technology. The most you could spend to get the highest amount of technology was just mechanical knowledge. So I think now, with having so much more readily available at such a higher price, with such a wider, we'll say, pay gap, essentially, is what's created the problems now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree here, but as we just seen on your screen there, it's 25 Time to Dig, sponsored by Downtown Auto Sales.
Heck yeah, last 25, we are rolling right along. Speaking of rolling right along, Robinson, 3-second lead. Wow.
Oh, do I need to come over there and do the Heimlich?
That was, man, I saw a 3-second lead, and I was like, wow, they just left him.
He's just cruising right along. He's just putting them up, put them down.
Yep, he is pedaling that thing. Yeah, the old Corey Heimlich. He's pedaling that. Oh, we got
Janik
into the inside wall.
I am Ricardo. Ricardo passes Janik. That's going to give him some points on Janik here. Do we possibly know the points difference between Ricardo and Janik? It's probably a pretty big margin, if I had to guess.
It's a fairly substantial margin. You see there, I believe it's about 100 points, if I remember correctly.
About 100 points. Yeah. Oh, 130. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if Janik's a lap down, he's P8. Oh, he's P9. He's 2 laps down. If Ricardo can possibly get maybe a top 3 here, he might close that gap up just a little bit.
Oh, got to factor in stage points as well.
That's true.
Janik got some solid stage points early on. But that's probably gonna be the end of it for Janik, because he's 2 laps down now, and Andrew Allen's only a lap down. So Allen's the lucky dog currently.
I think Janik might have broke a toe link or something when he hit the wall there, coming off of 4.
Definitely, he took a huge shot. That's for sure. Yeah, he's 3 down now. He's off. He may be calling it here.
Tough break. He had a really solid night.
Yeah, running P2 right here, Gilbert Notala.
I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I think this race is over with pretty much. I think Robinson is just setting sail. He's just cruising, almost 4 seconds on these P2 and P3 here. I think he's just happy to see them fighting. He's just going to keep on cruising.
I'm going to go long shot. I'm going to say somebody bounces off the wall, the outside wall on corner exit, and spins to the inside to bring out a caution, and Gilbert jumps Robinson on the restart to win it.
That's one bold predicament. As Atala gets on the wall going into 1 and 2.
So it's gonna blow your mind though if it happens though, huh?
Yeah. Wait, what lap did you say this was going to happen?
Oh, it's gonna be green, white, checkered.
Oh, it's going to be a green, white, checkered?
Yep. And it's gonna be the, let's see, let me think here. It's gonna be the 41 of Whiteman that bounces off the wall and spins.
Why the 41?
I don't know, just random thought. It's my intuition. I hope he doesn't hate me for that, but I'm just so you know, guys, we're kidding around. I'm not wishing evil on any of you.
Don't wish that on poor Whiteman, man. He almost had his first win at North Wilkesboro.
I know one thing. If this happens, I'm going to the store right here in this little Native American store and buying a lottery ticket.
Everybody's going to turn on the camera and scratch a lotto ticket. Oh, Atala's looking on the inside of Gilbert here, going into 1 and 2.
Oh! What a
What a
save.
save. We was perfectly in sync on that. What the heck was that?
Jackson Hatala runs over in the Golden Racing League with our dirt league. He joined up this offseason. He'll be joining us for season 3 on the dirt. So getting a little bit of dirt track practice there for the 9.
Dirt track practice. Well, I think Whiteman's going to catch the 9 of Atala here. Atala got that right rear hot. Maybe Whiteman could possibly get a P3 out of this.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe if your prediction don't come true.
Whiteman's going to try to pass him.
Oh, Allen! Oh, oh, got close. I bet Whiteman's puckered. Pucker factor went to the school there, or to the roof there. What the heck? Man, it's been a long day, man. I'm thinking about school. Don't even go to school. Got the old Chipotle. Oh, Gilbert and Hatala in the wall.
The old Chipotle Ford.
The old Chipotle Ford. That's actually one restaurant I don't think I've ever ate at. I've never ate Chipotle or Chipotle or whatever you want to fucking call it.
Said it one. I ate there one time. We were playing against SMU. And we were in Dallas, and there was one in the parking lot of the hotel. So that was the only time I've ever had Chipotle.
Oh, as Chipotle hits the wall again.
It definitely hits the wall after you're done with it. You thought Taco Bell was bad. That's man.
I must say, I think he should have ran the Taco Bell car.
Like you basically just buying spray paint.
Chipotle is just the fancy version of Taco Bell.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing though, Gilbert is falling back to these P3 and P4 here.
Yeah, Whiteman bounces it off the wall again.
I'm surprised Whiteman's car is still white after how many times he's been in the wall. Well, I mean, his paint scheme kind of matches the wall. It's white and red, so I mean, probably wouldn't affect it as much.
Yep. 7 to go. Whiteman in the wall again.
Tala was in the wall too.
Yep.
Am I reading that correctly? Is Robinson almost 6 seconds ahead of P2?
Yes, he is. Gilbert, because Gilbert, a big factor here. Gilbert has a mirror full of the 9 right now. Robinson has no pressure. So Robinson just gets to set sail, while Gilbert's having to play a little bit of defense. So it's really affecting Gilbert's line having to battle with a 9 right now. Because Gilbert can't worry about chasing down the leader when he's trying to defend his own position.
hate to say it, but I think old Andretti Robinson has opened up an old-fashioned can of whoop-ass.
It's like old Uncle Philip Rivers said. That's good old-fashioned rear end whipping. His dad's a Texas high school football coach, by the way.
Old Philip Rivers, that old fart. Oh, Hatala back in the wall.
Well, heck, he's got what, 3 grandkids? They signed him back. Y'all see what they did to that poor man in Madden? When they signed him to the Colts, they added him back. They added him into Madden. They made him. He's a big old boy in the game. They made him a fat dude. And I was like, why y'all doing Uncle Phil like that?
I mean, he came off the couch after eating potato chips, man. He came in there and whooped butt.
Yeah, but he looked in the Madden game. They made him look like the old hefty lefty. Like they made him big.
Big.
Yeah, he ain't really just big no more. He just damn.
Oh, fluffy. Oh, contact.
Whiteman, don't spin. Wait, 3 to go. Oh,
It's getting dicey here. Look who's joining the picture. Mercado and P6 or P5. He's joining the picture here.
what's gonna happen?
Oh, Mercado's looking on the inside of Gilbert here. He's going for P4.
We've got 1 lap to go to get a green-white checkered.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't either.
I think Whiteman's going to send it in here on the 9, coming in the white flag. If he's close enough.
I don't know. I thought it was going to happen that last lap, and all 3 of them are wadded up together right there.
I thought he was going to make it 3 wide.
Yep. No green-white checker tonight. 1 to go. Sponsored by SoarDogg. Robinson, Hatala, and Whiteman. 1, 2, and 3.
Whiteman's has got to keep it off the wall here. Set him up for 3 and 4. Good exit for Whiteman here.
Really was great slingshot. Can he get alongside the 9?
Nope. I think he's going to give him the old chrome horn, though.
Yes, Robinson takes the win. Whiteman up top. Hatala will finish P2. Whiteman P3. Mercado 4th. Gilbert 5th. Luttrell 6th. And rounding out the lead lap, Alex Pollock P7. Pretty solid finish there, Lucky.
I ain't got nothing to complain about there. Good solid rubbing race in there for the final 3 laps.
Heck yeah, let's see if we get a good burnout here from Andretti Robinson out of San Antonio, Texas.
Well, if he can do anything like his grandpappy did, I think he'd be all right.
Oh, don't tease us. Don't tease us.
Oh.
Man, that's like,
Wait.
come on, spin it around. Give us a smoke show. Come on, man. That's like half a hand job. Didn't even finish it. Come on.
That's like teasing a fat kid with a damn Kit Kat bar.
Come on, spin it. Oh, nope. No smoke show today. Andretti Robinson parking it on the start finish line, all nice and classy like in the Godzilla Ford 09. Jackson Hatala 2nd, Whiteman 3rd. We are going to take a short break here, and when we come back, we will have your post-race show for the SoarDogg Cup Series. Too Tough to Tame 205 right here on Leadfoot TV. Stay with us. Welcome back to Leadfoot TV and the SoarDogg Cup Series with NSRLA. Right here in the Too Tough to Tame 205 from Darlington, South Carolina, one of the crown jewels. Oh, almost got there with the old Chipotle Chevy. Brock Whiteman out of Chicago, Illinois. Brock, talk us through it, man. Kind of an up and down day for you.
Yeah, we unloaded the car with just top 5 speed. I mean, the gap in qualifying was a lot bigger than I thought, and I mean, even when we ran here back in the spring, we weren't that quick, and I think we even finished a lap down, even through pit stops and all that. So it was really more so just going to be another race of survival, just try to keep the car clean and just kind of work our way through the field a little bit if something bad happens. And we caught some wheel damage that just I don't know if it could have been fixed. I honestly forgot about it when I pulled into the pits there at the final stage. So I just went in, got tires and fuel, and came right out. But it didn't seem to hurt the car that bad. I just think that, Andretti and Jackson and, even though Evan didn't finish, I think they were obviously just going to pull away from me no matter what, just like they did the first 2 stages. So I kind of figured that we were just going to settle in and make sure that, if something happened at the end of the race, we had the tires for it. And, Jackson and Travis kind of got together and also with Evan. So a little bit of a fireworks show, just like outside of Tracy's house right now. But, we find a way on the podium, and I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to talk to my 3 favorite people in the whole world, Tracy, Chris, and Lucky. I was starting to get worried I wasn't going to talk to you guys tonight. So, but yeah, super happy that we were able to get back on the podium, especially after the devastating losses we had at North Wilkesboro and Indy. To get this car back on track and finishing, inside the top 5, inside the top 3, it feels good, especially after the last 2 weeks that we had.
Oh, dude, I can imagine it. And I know it's kind of like kissing your sister, but I mean, not really, because you still finished third, so maybe like a hot cousin or something. But I mean, you really ran a really, really smart race tonight. I know that's not much consolation, but you really played the hands you were dealt really well, and I don't think anybody else could have done it as well as you did.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, we always know that this is not going to be a track. It's like Kentucky. We know we're not going to be fast here, so as long as we can keep the car clean and just pick off positions as we go, that's always going to be the goal at this track. And even I would say Bristol's kind of the same thing. We weren't really quick there, but we just kind of picked off the cars as we went and just kind of gained spots from there. So yeah, it's I really don't try to overdrive the car much unless I know we have the car to win. And so far, that's really only been in the Nationals and the Truck Series. So at least here, we just try to keep things clean, especially knowing that I'm not too far off of being locked in from the chase, and that's the ultimate goal. Is to get locked into the chase as early as we can, and make a run for the championship at the last 10 races. So that's what we got to look for. I'm pretty sure I'm locked in now. I kind of did a little bit of math and kind of saw what who was the last person to get locked in, what their points gap was to Evan, and back to 16th. And I kind of figured that a good finish tonight should lock me in after this. So hopefully it does, and we can, just kind of use these last couple of races coming up before the start of the chases, kind of learning races, and just kind of see what kind of speed we can have in these cars, especially since I don't think any of these next 5 tracks are going to be in the chase, but they're going to be tracks that are going to be like it. So we're just going to take every race, just as the best what we can, and just kind of hope for the best once the chase starts after Daytona.
100%. Really, really good approach. Again, like we talked about, really smart approach, not just to this race, but it sounds like to the chase as well. We noticed you brought back out the old Chipotle car, which we haven't seen in quite a while. What other sponsors do you have to thank tonight?
Man, as always, Constellation being the primary sponsor of this car and this Maverick Motorsports team. Red Bull, Costco, Sirius XM, the brand new sponsor that we had on the car last week, Harry's, hopefully, Austin, you liked the new color of the number that I had on the side. So I'm not too sure when that will be raced next, but it will have that sort of annoying lime green number on it. And as always, big thanks to Colin and Michael for being a part of this team and just all the support that all the friends and family back home give. And this, like I say, this team is I think the second best team in this league behind the BDE cars, and we're gonna keep pushing every single week. This 41 car deserves to be at the front. It's been at the front every single week, so we're gonna try our best to keep it there. And like I said, we're closing in on the chase, and that's gonna be the ultimate goal here once we get these next 5 races out of the way.
For sure. We've interviewed you first, we've interviewed you second, but we have yet to interview you last this season. When are you going to win one?
Oh, I don't know. I would probably say I think Daytona is probably our best shot, and it's going to be the best shot for everybody. But I seem to, at least those seem to be my best type of tracks. Are those big 2.5 mile tracks? So I'd say either Daytona or Dega when that comes around at the end of October. So, but we've been close in just about every type of track. So, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before you guys interview me last. So I hope it happens sooner than later. I'd love to have one win before the end of the season. I think that was the goal I set out. So as long as we can get one before the end of the year, I'll be happy.
Heck yeah. Awesome to hear, Brock. Awesome job, man. Congrats again, P3 here, and we will see you next week.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
Lucky, I'm going to toss it over to you. I think you have caught up with our second place finisher.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with our second place finisher, Jackson Atala. Jackson Atala, you started off the race hot. You started leading the race. You were up there for the first 30 laps until that first caution came out, and then your car kind of mired back in traffic after that pit stop, and just seems like you couldn't get the car where you wanted it to go. Just run through the night.
Yeah, it took off great. I was able to set the pace, kind of save the tires how I wanted to do. I didn't expect to qualify second. Love this track. Qualifying is never my strong suit. But, man, once we got a little bit of dirty air, the right front was just scorching. Couldn't get the car turning how I wanted it to, but happy to rebound for a second. Man, that's 2 seconds and 2 Darlingtons. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, that's why they call this track too tough to tame, man. It's just hard to tame this track, and once you tame it, I mean, you're gonna be really good here. And but you had a really strong night tonight. You and Gilbert were there racing. Y'all were beating and banging a little bit. I don't know if that was some friendly beating and banging. I don't know if y'all have had history before, but it was definitely fun in the booth to watch y'all fighting, trade some paint there. But you entered this race 41 points above the cut line. How do you keep this momentum going forward, going towards the chase?
yeah, just kind of with work right now. I'm not going to be able to race the chase. This is the last time you guys are going to see me for about a month and a half. So happy to have a strong showing tonight. But yeah, me and the 44. I don't know what I did to him to make him so mad, where he feels like he's got to door me every time he passes me. But the 09 got around me just fine on that final restart. He kept it clean. 44 doors me. He did it again. So I got an opportunity to pass him, walled him a little bit. Just in my eyes, I'm returning the favor.
It was most definitely a fun race to watch. You and the 44 beating and banging. It's Darlington. You're definitely gonna beat and bang. But man, it really sucks to hear you're not gonna be able to the race to chase. You definitely had a strong car tonight, and I was hoping you may be able to carry that momentum going into the chase. But sounds like you can't make it, and which I really hate that. You put on a really strong effort tonight. But speaking of that, who would you like to thank tonight?
Yeah, let's start with the Fast Living Motorsports guys. Andrew, Isaac, Smokey, Chris Puglisi. Happy to be racing with those guys weekly, daily almost. Those guys, good dudes, teaching me a lot. Happy to relay my knowledge as well. But then definitely got to thank Country Candles. How to the Designs, message me through Discord or Trading Paints. Happy to help you out with that. And then happy to bring in, starting this week, new partner, Dubby Energy, Be Better. Use code Hautala for 10% off, the same as my last name, Hautala. Use W 10% off at checkout. Thanks, guys.
Great job tonight, Hatala. Go celebrate this P2. Sadly, it ain't a win, but second place is better than third.
Sounds good. Thank you.
I'm going to send it back to you, Chris.
Gotcha. I'm going to break the fourth wall for a second here. Jackson, how did you pronounce Chris's name?
Puglisi. I don't know if that's right, but we're gonna run with that.
Okay, because we just been calling him Crispy for like 2 weeks now.
Well, I
Yeah.
called him Peglusa or whatever at Indy. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Okay, we've been trying to figure out something because we had Jackson from Bemidji forever because we didn't want to mess up your name. Ironically, Bemidji wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
But okay, alrighty. So anyway, I am down here in the Vet to Track victory lane with newcomer 1-for-1 batting 1,000 out of my home, San Antonio, Texas. Andretti Robinson, what is up, buddy? Number one, welcome to the league. Number two, you just kind of jumped in here and mushroom stamped everybody, bud. A 6-second win.
Yeah, this is honestly not one of my better tracks. I spun in qualifying. I don't know if you guys saw that. I tapped the wall on my first lap, then coming off before my second lap, I just looped it around. And knowing how hard it is to pass here, I knew it was going to be kind of a challenge. But honestly, getting through the pack, it definitely took some time because dirty air in the next gen is kind of rough. But I kind of just sat behind, took care of my tires, and it was just slowly able to get to the front. I stayed out at the end of stage 1 because I did pit on a caution before. And then with how important clean air is, I kind of just saved my tires and let everyone else behind me kind of battle it out so I can just kind of pull away. This is definitely probably my hardest track.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I know you mentioned that you stayed out. We were talking about that early on because you jumped quite a few guys when you stayed out there, kind of flipped that stage a little bit, and it was pretty much just you setting sail from there on out. So we were kind of skeptical about how that was going to play out, but you showed us, I guess.
Yeah, I knew tire wear. We only had like 4 or 5 laps on our tires when I pit before the stage. So literally my plan was to just kind of ride it out, go slow and take care of my stuff so I can stay out. And I knew the tires were going to equal out in about 10 laps. And I kind of felt like we were going to go green considering how the first stage was. So me staying out, I think I made the right call.
Awesome. So I have to ask, how did you find out about NSRLA and the SoarDogg Cup Series? What brought you here to us tonight?
My friends Dale Beck and Joaquin Stewart are the reason I found this league. They've been racing it for a while. So, and I joined literally this week. I tried to join last week, but I kind of just ran out of time.
I know how that is. Well, obviously, I mean, I can't speak for the competitors that you just put a waxing on, but it's great to have you in the league. You put on a heck of a show and made it really fun for us to watch. Who do you have to thank for your performance tonight?
Definitely my friend. He was in my voice chat. James Bomar. He's one of my homies. He's definitely a super fast guy. So I go to him for advice on basically every type of track. And definitely Dale Beck for inviting me to the league. And a huge shout out to you guys for giving the broadcast. You guys this is my first time meeting y'all. Y'all already bring the energy and it's awesome.
Well, we love you. You put on a great show, but I've got to give you a 0 on your burnout because I whipped it around. You whipped it around there. I thought he's like, all right, he's going to give us a heck of a show, but you were just too classy for us, man.
I try to be like Ryan Blaney and just keep it clean, bring it home. But if I do end up getting another win in this league, I will for sure burn the tires off and probably have 0 tread left.
Heck yeah, man. That's what we like to hear. And we really appreciate you having such a good sense of humor. Some guys don't. it just kind of hit or miss with us. We like to have fun, and we can tell that you enjoy having fun. So I think we're going to really enjoy having you here in the league, and from the looks of it, interviewing you quite a bit here in the SoarDogg Cup Series.
Yeah, man. I hope to be here next week. I believe. What is next week? Iowa, I'm assuming.
I believe so. Next week is Iowa.
Okay. The tread might be gone by the end of the race because I already know that track melts tires. So I don't know if I have enough rubber left if I do end up winning.
Okay, that's all right. We'll figure out. Yeah, we can burn them down in the metal for
I will do.
Oh man, Andretti, way to live up to the name, bud, and definitely made the Andretti name proud tonight. Awesome win, awesome performance. Over looks like an 8-second win, 7.957 margin of victory. Heck of a performance, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You guys all have a great night.
You too. Oh, Lucky, Tracy. Final thoughts on this one, guys. Yeah, let's that's a good idea. Let's run through the results first, and then we'll get our final thoughts. Our winner right there, you can see right there, 7.957 margin of victory. Andretti Robinson over Jackson Hatala, which I am proud to say is a newcomer to the Golden Racing League Dirt Division. He'll be joining us running Dirt starting August 20th over on Leadfoot TV. You guys can watch all the action there Thursday nights. Jackson Hatala will be joining that dirt side. Brock Whiteman finishes third. Jose Mercado fourth. Travis Gilbert fifth. Stephen Luttrell, another Golden Racing League regular, as well as a regular here in all of NSRLA. Brings it home P6. Alex Pollock P7. Andrew Allen 8. Point leader Evan Janik 9th. And Jerry Salidas in 10th. Lucky, run down the rest of them.
P11, you had the 13 of Ryan Bittler, finished 42 laps down. And 12th, you had Jason Steptoe. 13th, you had Dustin Lewis. He had a tough night tonight. Just couldn't get together. And 14th, you got Isaac Brock. And 15th, Terrence Preston. 16th, Isaac Wilson. 17th, Caleb Jones. And 18th, Christopher Pigaley. I think I said that right. I hope.
Oh, I love it. Yep. Puglisi. Now I'm going to say Puglisi.
Puglisi.
Oh, Tracy, final thoughts from you, sir.
But oh man, what a doggone excited! Me and Austin Cansdale, we were talking before this race. He kind of has a love-hate relationship with it. I guess I do too. I just love this track. Love seeing racing here, and man, I think the track won tonight over a majority of these cars. So I got to give Andretti Robinson his, next time we show his driver card, it's going to be filled up with ones, one start, one win, one top 5, one top 10. So that's about as doggone a good average as you're going to have in this league right here. So overall, man, I just think it was a great race. I just know this car right here is, kind of a handful, and the track kind of won a few of those battles itself tonight. Took it out on some of our competitors.
Yeah, Lucky, let's hear what you thought about tonight.
I'm gonna have to agree with Tracy there. I thought it was a pretty good race. There was action all over the track. There was a bunch of cars in the wall. They were tearing down turn 2. I can't believe that wall is still standing. But otherwise, I think it was a great night. Just a lot of action, a little side by side all night, and it's just these cars are just so like Tracy was saying, they're so rigid. And also, like he said, I have a love-hate relationship with this track. I love watching this track. I hate driving this track. This track and me are worst enemies. I can't stand this track. But I'm glad these guys had a great night, had a great race. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'm going to have to give it a 7.5. I thought it was a great race.
Awesome. Well, tonight from Darlington, we do have a sponsor slideshow here to throw up for you guys to pay homage to Black Diamond Designs, Black Diamond Enterprises as well, multifaceted downtown auto sales, NSRLA, SoarDogg, of course, the sponsor of the SoarDogg Cup Series. There's that right there. So tonight's Too Tough to Tame 205. You saw all your sponsors there. It was definitely too tough to tame for the majority of our drivers, as most of them end up on the hook tonight. But for one, he came in, whipped her into shape. The 09 of Andretti Robinson, not just the winner, but the absolute dominator tonight. Came into the Lady in Black, Too Tough to Tame, put a white wedding dress on her and said, "You're coming with me," as he powers out to an 8-second margin of victory here at Darlington in his very first SoarDogg Cup Series start. An awesome, awesome night for him, and a great night for the other competitors, as well as multiple other drivers lock into the chase, which we will run down on our very next race at Iowa right here on Leadfoot TV. Hopefully you'll join us there. It's going to be some great racing action as we move forward with the SoarDogg Cup Series. You guys stay golden. We'll see you next time.